Hello and welcome to the In Focus series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about global cybersecurity, and this session is important for your GES 3 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. So first of all, we'll have discussion on news, and we are going to discuss about the Global Cybersecurity Outlook 2025, and then we are going to discuss the highlights of this particular report, and then we'll discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to this TIE's channel. Moving towards to the news part. So before moving to the news part, this TIE's Noida address is C171/2 Block A, Sector 15, Noida, and our nearest metro station is Noida Sector 15. And ISGS Foundation course is available in both the medium, English medium and Hindi medium. If you want to know more information about ISGS Foundation course, you can call on to the number 87501. So coming to the news part. So World Economic Forum has released a report, and that report name is Global Cybersecurity Outlook 2025. And in that report, they had highlighted various issues related to the cyber threat. So in this session, we are going to discuss about that, how cyber threat is a challenge for the critical infrastructure of all over the world. And here we'll also discuss that what does it mean by critical infrastructure. So coming to the highlights part, that what is the highlight of this particular this report. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the critical infrastructure. So the things which are necessity to run a healthy life or to run a healthy country. So here we can see that water bodies are critical infrastructure, then biosecurity, then communications, energy system, climate change. So these all things are very much important for the infrastructure. So that's why they are called as critical infrastructure. So here comes to the highlight that what this report has tells about all those things. So here will come that how cyber threat is becoming a challenge for the water bodies, and you may wonder that how it can be a challenge for the water bodies. So in Russia-Ukraine war, we can see that how much Ukraine has suffered because of the cyber threat, and many things had been captured, the passwords have been changed, and there was something happened with every what you can say cyber infrastructure of the Ukraine. So that was a problem faced by the Ukraine, and not just Ukraine, other countries are also facing it, but in a critical situation, in a war kind of situation, this particular thing is becoming more vulnerable. So we can see that water bodies. So what happens in water bodies, that in order for treatment, we need technology to treat the water, so it can be available for in a very fresh drinking water. So what happened that the treatment technologies are very outdated and it can be easily hackable. So that's why the technology is hackable, and we can see that various contaminated water is reaching to us. So this is also one of the things. And in October 2024, the US largest water utility faced significant disruption. So we have examples for that also. Then we have also threat on biosecurity, advances in AI and genetic engineering amplify risk. So what we can see that we are doing so many things related to the gene editing, and in the previous discussion also we had discussed about the genetics and everything. So what happened that technology is needed for such kind of research and development, but if there will be disruptions in technology, if there will be misuse of that technology, there can be disruptions in research and technology, research and development, and that's why we can see a very bad forms of it. Then similarly, we have also seen the communications and telecom. So here also we can see that in every day we see the reports, we see the news related to that there was a disruption, there was a mislocation in telecom industry, communication, and many times we can see that many fraud calls are coming to you. They are asking for the OTPs, they are asking for many things. So these are the very biggest cyber threat we have. And energy system. So for any good and efficient energy system and The world is moving towards the renewable energy. We need high technology. But what happens that all those high technologies are disrupted by some other element. So there will be a significant impact on the climate change and energy, and we are not able to mitigate the problems of the climate change. It will enhance more problems. And we had encountered various experiences like that. So this is also one of the things. And in case of laboratories in South Africa, cyber attacks happened. So various laboratories are attacked, the data has been changed, the samples have been changed, and after that we can see a different result and different thing applied on the people. So all these things are interconnected, and what we can see that if we have a technology, so we have to also develop infrastructure to secure that technology, to have a what you can say safe technology. So usage of technology is not bad, but we have to ensure, and every country has to ensure, that we have to use the safe technology. So this is the highlights about this particular report. Then here comes the challenges. So rapid technological growth is one of the challenges, and because of the geopolitical tensions, we can see that they are not just doing the weapon war, they are also doing the cyber war, and this is also one of the thing. And there is a huge problem of the cyber skills gap. And here what we can see that what is the huge problem of cyber skills gap. So if you'll see the country continents like Africa and Southern America and Latin America, so they are facing a huge number of this problem of the what you can say that they do not have faith on their government, that if there will be a cyber threat into their countries or into their area, then government is able to protect. Europe country had a better chances, and the people have faith on their government that in case of any cyber security, the government can help us, and then government can able to what you can say do any kind of resolves and any kind of methods, and the government is able to find solutions for that. But in case of Africa, in case of other continents and countries, people are not faithful to their government, because many times we can see that there was a misuse of the what you can say technology, there was a scene of cyber crime, but in all those situations the governments have miserably failed, and there was no protection of people data, there was no protection of the people's privacy. So people are lacking faith in their government. That is a big concern. Now here we'll discuss that what could be the way forward for it. So way forward approach is that the leaders of different countries must prioritize a strategic investment in cyber security to build resilience against emerging threats. So we have this GDP, every country has their GDP, every country has their budget. So there must be a separate space, and there must be a separate amount which should be dedicated to the cyber security, and it will show and it will boost confidence among the people that in any case or in any worst scenario, the government is able to mitigate such kind of the problem. So this report has suggested that all the countries and all the government must think about that. They need to have a policy on the cyber security and how to mitigate cyber threats. So now we'll come to the question part. The question is, which region has the highest percentage of respondents lacking confidence in their country's ability to respond to major cyber incident targeting critical infrastructure? Europe, North America, Africa, Asia. So you have to answer this into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask into the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.